Once again, good morning to all. So, Anand sir have already have given the introduction about we and where are we from, and so this 5 days we are going to give the basics and foundations of Unity. So this is the phase one training, okay, which is going to given by myself, Ramesh Kumar, and my colleague Lokesh. Yes. So yeah. So before going to uh, do a hands-on. So we'll give a small introduction about the software and what and all we can achieve and where and all we can use this software and how to use that we can discuss it first. Yeah. So basically, like the software which we are going to learn for this coming 5 days is Unity 3D. Okay. So basically, we used to call this as a game engine. Yeah, so like how in the normal software development, the people are using programming language and one IDE, kind of a Visual Studio, JDK, and Turbo C like that. Okay, we have a different IDEs, right? So in that IDEs, we can choose any one of the programming language like C++ or Java, all those things. Similarly, for developing the game application, here we are choosing the engine. Okay, so basically, why we are calling engine because compared to the normal application development, this IDE is doing more work. Okay, take an example like when you are developing a small application, there the data might be a numbers, the characters, the informations might be a strings. Okay, so these kind of things only. Okay, we will majorly cover in the normal software development. But when you take an example of game, so there the data might be a not might be okay. The data are a digital content. Okay, digital content in the sense, okay, the 3D model, the 2D UI, and the sprites, audio file, then particle effects, physics, then on top of that again programming, like that. Okay, so there it is a combination of a different media files. So if you want to collaborate all these data and if you want to make a specific application like a game or any like a, say, as R said, like a digital twin application or AR application or VR application, we need a powerful engine to collaborate all those data. So, okay, then only finally okay, it can give a best output. Okay, so that is why here we are going to use the software called Unity 3D. Okay, similarly, okay, we have many engines in the market, but this is one of the very comfortable software for the academic oriented places. Okay, so basically, this software can run from the machine like if you have like 4 GB of RAM, and without the graphics card, inbuilt graphics card machines also can support. Okay, so you don't need to procure the specific laptop or the machines to execute this kind of softwares. So even like yesterday, I have shared the system requirements also. Okay, so we have a minimum requirement and maximum requirement. So based on the project, what we are going to develop, according to that, okay, so we can choose the machines. Okay, but the Unity is having a best feature that okay we can run from the lower end machine also. Okay, from the 4 GB machine also. Okay, so and this is the thing, and this engine is one of the multi-platform supportable engine. Means like in olden days, we are using only a Visual Studio for the Windows based application and Java for all the mobile based application. Okay, and we have the iOS. I mean, we have iOS operating system also. Okay, Mac OS. So for that, okay, so we have to use a different programming language like a Xcode, Shift programming like that. Okay, we have a different IDEs, different programming languages. But in Unity, if you are developing any application or a game, and if you want to reach all the customers at a time, okay, because you are using Android, I might be using iPhone, and somebody using a different Windows based machine, and somebody is using a different platform. So at a time, okay, how to reach all the customers means, so this is one of the best option. Okay, so because nowadays in the normal software development also, okay, so they have given that freedom, but in Unity, especially when you are developing a game, okay, so the games can be played in Android and Windows based, web based. and iOS based. Even like we have a specific consoles like Xbox, PS3, like that. Okay, we have a different platforms, the Android TV. Okay, so if you are using this engine, so you don't need to rewrite your program or rewrite your code for a different platforms. Okay, because here in this Unity 3D software, we are going to use only one programming language. Okay, that is a C sharp, or you can call it as a C hash. So using that language, okay, you can write that application only once, and according to your requirement, okay, you can convert that project. Okay, you are not going to recreate the code once again from the scratch. Okay, you are just converting that project, and that project, okay, you are just building for the respective platforms. Okay, by doing a small changes. Okay, not the major changes of doing the whole thing from the scratch. Okay, like that, we have lot of features in the Unity engine. Okay, in the Unity engine, we have lot of features in this Unity engine. So before going to learn about the foundation or the basics of this particular software, okay, we should be aware about the entertainment application called games. Okay, so basically, games is also a software, or you can consider as an entertainment-based application. That application is also was created from long back. Okay, means when we were started using the button phones, that time itself, okay, we have that application. Okay, it is not something, okay, which is recently popped up or which is recently introduced by the software developer. Okay, when the computer came, okay, that time onwards, okay, we have the application or the concept called games. Even like if you're talking about the mobile platform, okay, so when we were started using the button phones, na, so in that button phone, which was the one famous game, okay, is there in inbuilt snake game. Okay, means so this is also an application, okay, which was there from since long back, but according to the Indian universities and this area, I mean this continent, okay, we were not much aware about the developing those content. Okay, we were like only an end users. Okay, we can download the games and we can play the games. But based on the mobile and the internet revolutions, okay, the information have spread out over the world like anything. Okay, so whatever is happening here, okay, within the fraction of seconds, the information is spread out over anywhere in the world. So because of that reason, okay, so now we are in the position of learning anything from anywhere to anywhere. Are you guys getting? Okay, we don't have any restrictions of learning any software. Okay, because we have many sources like YouTube. Okay, we have a Udemy courses, we have a LinkedIn courses like that. Okay, we have a variety of options to learn a different technologies. So that is why, okay, so now all the major universities in India, okay, they are also started, okay, teaching, okay, these kind of tools and technologies in their curriculum as a value added course or a separate subject or an elective subject like that. Okay, so basically developing games, okay, according to majority of us, okay, we are thinking that, okay, so developing games is just for an entertainment. Okay, so we can have a fun. Okay, once you are creating such applications, okay, we can have a fun. So that is what the myth of games are, playing games. But if you really look at the background of or the other side of playing games or interacting with this kind of applications, you can think a variety of different features. If you look at in the top view, okay, so games is for fun. Okay, it is for entertainment. But if you really look at the deeper perspective, okay, you will really think or you will come up with the different points. Even like, okay, in this crowd, okay, whoever is present here in this session, even you also can give some points. Okay, because games is not only for fun and entertainment. Okay, we have some other reasons. Can you give some reasons about why we are playing games, or what are all the advantages, or what are all the benefits are there behind playing games? Quick thinking ability. Okay, so can you give a small example, sir? Hmm. Okay, so yeah, perfect. Okay, see so that thing, okay, we used to call it as dynamic thinking. See, when you are reading a book, you will take your own time to understand. You will take your own time to understand. When you are writing any answers in the exam paper, okay, so that time you know the duration is 3 hours. But it's up to you, okay, how much time, okay, you have to spend to complete the answers. Okay, you will sleep the first half an hour, okay, the remaining 2.5 hours, okay, you can wake up and you can complete the whole exam. But when you guys are playing the games, okay, this is not the fact. You have to give the response then and there. Especially when you guys are playing a shooting game or a racing game, okay, you take any game. Okay, even though there also we have a deadline or where there also we have some time limit, but the response time is very, very fast. Is it? When you guys are playing a shooting game, okay, are you thinking that, okay, whether you have to shoot this guy or not, whether I have to swap this weapon or not, whether I have to switch this weapon to this weapon or not? No, it is happening within fraction of seconds, milliseconds. Okay, that is what, okay, he has given the answer as a dynamic thinking. So because of that, okay, our mind is practicing that, okay, how to respond or how to take a call immediately for an emergency problems. Okay, see, when someone is understanding through the books, okay, after some amount of time, okay, so he may be fallen asleep. Yes or no? But when someone is playing, okay, have you ever heard that, okay, that person is slept while playing games? Means the concept dynamic thinking, okay, our mind will never sleep. Why? Because I have to give the answers then and there, I have to give the response then and there. So that is the reason, okay, so these kind of things and all can be only understandable or only enjoyable while playing the games. Okay, no one will come and tell this, see, now you are not at all sleeping, so if you want to awake, okay, you play the games like that. Okay, so these are all the things, okay, which are all the background advantage of playing the games. Okay, our mind compared to doing a normal work, when you guys are learning or when you guys are observing any theory or any concept in the form of gaming, okay, compared to doing your work in 1x times, your mind will work 3x times faster than in these kind of applications. Are you guys getting? Okay, so now this is one of the advantages. Okay, can we discuss only two more advantages,
Puzzle
then we'll go
solving.
for
Puzzle solving.
puzzle solving. Basically, okay, we can define that as a strategy thinking. Puzzle solving is only a specific term. Okay, so we can revise that as a strategy thinking. Strategy thinking means, okay, so how to solve a particular problem with the different options and the different ways. Okay, that is what we are calling as a strategy. Yes, see, every person has a mind. Okay, so they are thinking, and how they are approaching the problem is very important. Okay, so that is what we are calling as a strategy. Okay, even like if you want to understand in a better way, playing chess game is common across the worldwide. The concept, the rules and regulations, the time limit, the board, the props, everything is same. But when two guys are playing or approaching the same problem, okay, they are using their own thinking ability to solve that puzzle first time. When the same two guys, okay, they when they are going to play the second time, okay, the approach is different. Is it a yes or no? Okay, will they follow the same strategy like 4 times or 5 times? No, every time, okay, they are understanding like how to approach that problem. So here the problem is same, but the solutions, okay, we can't predict, okay, because every person can approach the same problem in a different way. Are you guys accepting? Because if if you're teaching something or if you're reading something like any computer science subject, okay, what is the definition of variable means? Maximum, okay, you can give like 3 or 4 types of answers. But apart from that, okay, so if I'm keep on forcing you to give a better answer, give a better answer means, okay, you will give up. Sir, I have given my best, that's it. But when you guys are playing, okay, this kind of applications, okay, so will you be tired? No, because you will learn in every experience. Okay, you will learn in every experience. So that is how, okay, you will improve your strategy of approaching any problem in a different ways. This is also one example, right? Are you guys understanding that? Yeah, this is what is happening like that. Yes, yeah. What else are the benefits? Actual benefits? we have discussed two. Okay, like that. Okay, we have n number of things. Okay, because the one who are doing the research and development of these kind of applications and technologies. Okay, so they have created a big bible of why we are playing games. Okay, why we need games. Okay, why it is a part of our life. Okay, what are all the benefits of approaching any application in the form of a digital method? Like that. Okay, we have a separate bible. So now we will discuss only one more part. We can go for the next thing. What is the benefit of playing games? Memory power. Okay. So basically, that we can consider as a muscle memory. Okay, first time when you guys are buying a bicycle or any two wheeler, so that time, okay, you will be carefully watch. Okay, where is the brake, where is the clutch, okay, how to change the gear, all those things. Once you practiced 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, okay, after that, if somebody comes in between suddenly, you won't watch, okay, where is the brake, okay, automatically your hand or legs are used to press that particular component or to apply the brake. So that is what, okay, we are calling as a muscle memory. So once you are approaching any problem in the gamification method, you know, without giving the proper instruction to your mind, okay, your body is already experienced or response based on that particular problem. Are you guys getting? Okay, even like, okay, in the VR, in the virtual reality, okay, so the experience is very, very beautiful. Okay, so because those content is also there. Okay, in the upcoming days, okay, we will learn that concept also. So that time, okay, this point, okay, we can literally feel experiencing. Okay, then I will tell that one point. Okay, safety. Yes or no? See, when you guys are playing a game, okay, we can respawn n number of times. So you don't need to worry about your life or your health. If somebody, when you guys are playing a PUBG or a Free Fire or any shooting game, COD, CS, there if somebody shoots you, you have an option to respawn, but that at all is not possible in the real world. Yes, if somebody killed you, okay, we don't have option in the real world, but in the games, we have 100% safety and security. Why? Because if at all, if you want to learn any difficult concept, that concept were created in the form of simulations. So simulations is also one part of gaming. Okay, just playing or controlling any character or vehicle is not only the gaming. Okay, even simulation is also the concept of gaming. Okay, so there a difficult process can be approached in the safest manner. Okay, we have 100% safety, security. We are not going to lose even a single money. Okay, see, playing rummy, okay, that and all is a different case. Okay, so I'm not talking about that thing. Okay, when you are exploring anything in the form of simulation, so that time we have 100% safety. Even like when you want to ride I mean, any two wheeler or a four wheeler in a very high speed in the highway. Okay, maximum, okay, you can go with some 200 kilometer speed up to 50. Even though, okay, if you get hit with any truck in the game, within the next second, okay, only 1 point will get reduced in the application. Okay, you are not going to get any big damage and physically. The next second, okay, you can ride the vehicle in the same speed. Yes or no? But in physically, that and all is not possible. So if at all, if you want to approach or if you want to learn any difficult concept, even for that also we have a possibility. Okay, that is what we are calling as a simulation. Like that, okay, under the game, okay, we have a variety of genres. Okay, we have a 2D game, we have a 3D game, we have a shooting game, we have a running game. Okay, and we have lot of logical games. So all these games, okay, according to the outsiders, okay, playing games is just waste of time, or okay, he's just simply killing his own time or something like that. But if you internally look these things, okay, we have so many advantages, okay, which was hidden behind the games. Okay, so now that is the technology. Okay, for that, okay, we are using the Unity 3D software. Even like this particular lab is not only set up for developing the games. Okay, because game has a revolution. Okay, the one who were doing the research and development. Okay, so they thought that, okay, see, we have lot of advantages. Okay, which are all was hidden. But okay, how to bring that thing outside? Okay, how to make this technology to bring one step above from the current stage? Okay, that is how, okay, they have identified the technology called augmented reality and virtual reality. So using the same Unity 3D software, okay, we can develop those applications also. Okay, so I think, okay, all of you might be heard about the virtual reality. Okay, I think, okay, we have many devices in house. Okay, if at all, if you are having any free time, okay, you can explore. Okay, first try to use the device. Okay, just to try to explore what is the device. Okay, what you can achieve. Okay, so how is the feel and look that you understand first. Okay, later, okay, if you explore the same device again and again, okay, then you will get stuck with some problem that, yeah, this kind of problem can be develop a solution in this kind of a device like that. Okay, you will come to know, but for the time being, okay, just try to use the device first. Okay, that is a VR device. So basically, VR also, okay, we have lot of revolution. Okay, we have started from the Google Cardboard. Okay, then the 3D glasses, the Google Cardboard. Okay, so now we have a different hardwares. Okay, so Apple Vision Pro is there. Okay, Microsoft HoloLens is there. Even the Meta itself. Okay, they have given a different brand like that. Okay, we have a different hardwares. So those devices are only used for the virtual reality applications. So virtual reality applications means, okay, so before finding the VR technology, till that time, okay, we can see if you're playing a game in mobile or in the laptop or in the PC, okay, you can see who is the player. And if you press the arrow keys or if you are controlling through the mouse, okay, you can see that, okay, the character is running and chasing, he is attacking, he is collecting some obstacles or some coins or something, some actions, okay, he is performing. So that is how, okay, we have explored the game. But in the VR, once you start wear the headset, okay, so you yourself as a player. Okay, why? Because, okay, the feel, the experience is entirely different of playing the same game in the VR. Okay, so because that is also part of the session. Okay, later whenever we are getting bored, okay, so that time, okay, we can explore that device. Okay, so now VR. So that particular VR device is especially identified based on two reasons: money, time, and safety. Safety is common, but money and time, these two things are the actual key aspects of identifying the virtual reality technology. Okay, so the first one I said money, cost cutting, or the huge money, the huge investment of money. Okay, so basically, if somebody wants to explore something, okay, so I will give one small example for the viewer, the better experience. Actually, okay, we have a MBBS student. Okay, he is studying 5 years. He is a gold medalist. He is a university topper. He is getting opportunity in a reputed hospital as a trainee doctor. Just assume that, okay, he is an expert of the cardiology, the chest part. Okay, as a cardiologist. The day when he joined, at that time, okay, we don't have any senior doctors in the hospital. He is the only person available, and the same time, okay, we are having one patient, okay, who is coming with the chest pain problem. Okay, and by checking that, okay, the patient should go under a surgery immediately. Okay, but we don't have any major senior doctors. Only this person is available. So can we allow this guy to do a surgery for the patient or what? Simple question. Because whatever the example we are talking or which I am discussing, everything is a real world thing only. Okay, I'm not talking about any history, geography, and all. The real world, okay, which is currently happening in this point of time. So can we allow the junior doctor to do a surgery for that patient or what? No. Why? He is a topper. He is a university rank holder. Okay, he would have done lot of practical experiments. He would have presented lot of papers. He was a part of lot of seminars, workshops. He is a topper. Okay, so even though, okay, why you guys are not allowing him to do a surgery? hands-on experience. See, if we give a chance, okay, then only he will get an experience, right? Okay, if you guys are not at all providing the chance and you guys are telling that he doesn't have an experience, means someone,
Someone needs to monitor him.
huh?
Someone needs to monitor him. Something goes, say something goes wrong,
Hmm.
and there is somebody in the management.
Hmm.
That's why we are not allowed. It's not the person on which we are not allowed. It's
Hmm.
just the guidance is not there. That's why we are not allowed.
Okay, so Kapil has given one point that okay, so the same junior guy can take care of the patient or he can do a surgery with the guidance of some senior doctors like that. Okay, so now the one who are working in the same hospital is having around some 30 or 35 years of experience in the same field. He is a reputed doctor. Okay, he is getting around 10 lakhs or 15 lakhs per month. Okay, the one who have recently joined the junior doctor, okay, both the guys doesn't have any relation, there are not any relations. That guy is something different, okay, he is something different. Okay, so now see, in the market, okay, so we have a variety of coffee powders, right? We have a brew, we have a sunrise, okay, we have Tata coffee like it, okay, we have different coffee powders. One day, okay, I'm also thinking that okay, I also want to start my own coffee powder company. So I'm just calling that CEO or the chairperson or someone who is really playing a major role. So I'm asking that I'm ready to pay some 10 lakhs or 15 lakhs. I want to know the formula or the ratio or the ingredients. Especially, I'm asking the secret of the business. So if I ask, I'm ready to pay for that. So will he give that formula? Why? Will he give that formula? Why?
Depends. That person will become a competitor.
Yeah, I am expecting that word competitor. See, he is a competitor, and I'm asking the same formula from the competitor. Okay, even though I'm just bargaining or I'm just telling that okay, I'm ready to pay some amount. Okay, so even if he is sharing and if he is sharing that formula or the secret, and if he is taking some 10 lakhs or 15 lakhs, and if I became more popular in the market, okay, so he will face a lot of loss in the market, right? Rather, okay, so he will just blast me and he will cut the car. How dare you can ask all these things like that? Okay, so why I said this example? Okay, we can map that example with the doctor one. The senior doctor, okay, he is having around 30 years of experience. Okay, he is getting some 30, 15 lakhs to 20 lakhs per month. He's a reputed doctor. Okay, he can handle any severe cases. And the one he recently joined, okay, he knows that okay, he is a very smart, bright student. And that senior and that guy doesn't have any relationship at all. Proudly in the board meeting or when they are giving the induction, no? So that time, so the senior can say that, so I can take care. Okay, I will teach you, I will train you. But internally, who will share the 30 years of experience just like this? Will you share? If you know the secret of getting 500 rupees per daily, and if you share that secret to someone else, okay, that will become 250. Will you share that secret or what? Even though if we are a friends, okay, I will tell that okay, I will give a 500 rupees, okay, you take it and go, but don't ask that secret and all like that. Because it is reducing my profit also, right? So here, if in the hospital, okay, the senior doctor and the junior doctor, okay, they are not at all linked with any connection. Okay, they are not relations. Okay, nothing. 30 years, okay, I have come across in a different scenarios. Okay, I have faced so many challenges. Okay, so the 30 years of experience, if I give like this, then tomorrow, okay, he will become a famous doctor, right? According to the management, okay, so they will think that okay, so we have a young smart guy, okay, who also can take care all the cases, and he is already aged, okay, and now he is demanding that okay, next year, okay, he is going to demand like some 30 lakhs 40 lakhs per month. But this guy, okay, we have recruited only for 5 lakhs per month. Okay, we can double the salary of this guy rather than giving 40 lakhs to the senior guy like that. This is the real situation. Every management, okay, they will think about the backup, right? Somebody, okay, who's giving more and more profit, okay, they won't only keep them as in the place, okay, so they will keep one backup, okay, so if something happens, if anything happens, okay, we need one person, okay, who's supposed to replace in this position, like that, okay, they used to keep the backup. The same norms can be applicable in this position also. Even though if at all if this person is ready to share the knowledge, okay, he won't give the whole knowledge just like this. Okay, he will share slowly, slowly. When we one operation, okay, he will give one examples, one advice. Even like in couple of hospitals, okay, getting the permission inside the operation theater itself is a big challenge for those guys. First, okay, they have to understand the attitude of that person, okay, how he is behaving, okay, whether okay he is a good guy or okay how he is attitude, everything, okay, they will understand. Then later, okay, they will slowly, slowly give the knowledge of whatever okay they gained throughout the 30 years. That is how the industry is working. And now he is a smart guy. Okay, he is ready to do lot of services to the society. And how come he can become a senior guy within a short duration? So that is if we don't have VR technology means okay, obviously okay he has to run behind the senior doctors minimum 4 years. Minimum 4 years. Okay, without that okay he can't do a surgery by himself alone. Why? Because getting all the exposures in a different experiment, different advices, lot of do's don'ts, all those things. Okay, he has to gain fully means okay he's supposed to wait minimum 4 years. This is the real fact in the current industry. So now the VR technology, okay, which is overcoming for all these problems. See, especially okay, VR is a part of gaming. So rather than developing the same entertainment-based gaming, okay, here, okay, I will create a operation theater, and I will create a virtual body. And as a programmer like us, okay, we used to write a code how to do the same surgery, do's, don'ts, all these things from A to Z, and we can record it. And we will give the same application to explore for the junior doctors. They will wear the headset. Okay, after wearing, okay, they will start practicing. Obviously, okay, the first 1 week, okay, they will do lot of mistakes. They have to understand lot of things, do's, don'ts. Yes or no? That and all can't be practiced with the real body or with the real patients, right? Even the time is a important thing, right? Okay, so because see, as if you are a gold medalist, okay, but still when you are going to attempt a first surgery, okay, so you will be so tense, okay, you will take your own time to do the stuffs, right? But that and all can't be do in that point of time. Why? Because once you lose your life, or once the patients lose his life, okay, we can't get it back for any of cost, because we have a high risk in this particular domain. So here the risk-based knowledge or the risk-based training, okay, how we can learn in the safest way means, okay, we have option of VR. You can wear the headset, okay, you practice. Even if you kill that virtual patient also, nobody is going to ask any question. But can it possible in the real world? Even though if you are doing everything properly, suddenly because of some other organ failure, okay, if the patient is dead, and you are going and saying that okay, the patient is dead because of some other reasons like that, will the relations accept? You don't have any proof in this field, because here it is a very high risk based field. Okay, so now for this kind of places, okay, we can go with the VR application. Even like I have given one more option as a cost cutting. So in the mechanical department, we have a CNC machine, okay, which is cost around some 2 crore or 3 crore. As a normal university or as a self-finance college, okay, somebody is giving that proposal to the management that, okay, so we need this 2.5 crore machine for teaching the mechanical students. Okay, when they learn this machinery, they will get more jobs in the market like that. Okay, they are giving the proposal. Will it be possible for the self-finance colleges or universities to procure 2.5 crore machinery to just teach for the student? They will start blaming the faculties now. Okay, then what you guys are doing? Okay, when you guys are not teaching properly, if that thing, if the students will get job only by learning through that CNC machine, then why you guys are not like that? Okay, they will just ask the question again, then that will be a different controversy. Then instead of that 2.5 crore machine, and we are giving one more proposal that okay, the same machinery, okay, we can develop with the 3D models with all the functionalities, with all the animations, everything. If that application, okay, if that will cost around some 15 to 20 lakhs, and if you are giving that proposal to the management, at least okay, they will think, right? Yes, okay, so 2.5 crore to 20 lakhs. We have a huge difference, right? Even though when you guys are procuring the actual physical machine, okay, the maintenance cost, the repairing cost, the space we have to allocate, we have to arrange so many things. But for exploring those kind of applications on the VR, are you guys are spending anything? No, right? You need only the empty space, 10 to 10 space, okay, and if you are wearing, then you can explore n number of times. You don't need to really worry about the repairing cost, maintenance cost. Yes or no? Like that, okay, this is one part. That is what AR is augmented oriented. I mean, augmented reality. All the commercial shops, dress, jewels, watch shops, lens card, they have already started. When you want to buy any lens, you don't need to literally wear the lens. Okay, you just scan your face. There you will get thousands of options to explore all the frames that you are not literally wearing. You are just exploring everything in the application. You are just tapping on the whichever the frame you want, okay, or whichever the glass color you are expecting. By looking that photo, okay, you can decide that yeah, this frame, this size, this lens will be fit for my face, like that. You are customizing the product without wearing physically, without moving from your place, without visiting the lens card shop. Are you guys getting? So that is one type of application. For the same, we are using Unity. So Unity engine is not only for developing the games, we can do variety of applications. Okay, augmented reality, virtual reality, and Sarset a digital twin. That is one of the current trend in the digital world. Okay, I don't need to literally check my car, like if this goes with this much speed, and if it get with it, if it get hits with this wall, how much damage it occurs, like that. Okay, I don't need to literally check by sitting someone to operate the car. I can connect, okay, everything digitally. Okay, I can apply the same speed by controlling my digital object. The same speed can be applied to the physical object. The car can be moved that much speed without controlling by the people, humans. And we can go and check, we can go and dash with some walls or some applying some brake. Okay, that is one of the famous application, okay, which is developing now. That is what digital, I mean digital twin. Okay, so like that, okay, we can talk n number of things about this software. But now, before going to learn all this, or before going to develop these different applications, okay, first you have to understand, or you should know about the tools and technology first. If you know to use the tool correctly in the correct time, then you can solve any problem. If you doesn't know to use the tool at the correct time, or if you doesn't know to pick the correct tool, then you will face lot of challenge. So that is what we are going to see, only the foundation part, okay? Because in this 5 days we will learn almost some 80 to 90 percentage of the concepts, okay, which is really important, okay, that can be used in all these applications. Okay, so that is what the idea of this particular training. Are you guys getting? Okay, so now anyway, this theory is enough, because as you guys are really interested to work on the software, I mean the hands-on. So because wherever I go, okay, I won't directly jump into the exploration of hardware. Okay, why? Because for that, okay, you can learn anywhere in the YouTube. Okay, but these kind of examples, the information and all only can happen during the interaction like this. Okay, now at least okay, even you also can think that yeah, while playing games, okay, why can't we can develop this application in the form of games like that? Okay, even you also can think and you can come up with one solution. Is it fine? Okay, so anyway, for practicing, I hope all of you have the laptop. And as I said, the minimum requirement is 4 GB. 4 GB of RAM and inbuilt graphics card is okay. Or if you have an external graphics card like 1 GB to 4 GB, okay, that is good enough. Okay, so now like I'm going to explain like what you supposed to do at first. So basically, okay, we have to install the Unity 3D software. Okay, so I have already shared the link in the message. Can you able to see that, guys? I have shared the link in the message. Okay, you can find the link. Even that same link, okay, I'm shared in my screen as well. Can you able to see the page? See here, basically, okay, Unity means you're supposed to install two softwares in your machine. Okay, then only okay you can treat as a complete installation of a software. Okay, the first one is a Unity Hub. After that, okay, Unity Editor. Okay, two things. Okay, you're supposed to install in your machine. Then only okay you can feel a.
Even type in the message. Whatever is required, type on the Unity Hub and Unity testing in the link also.
Okay, so the link which I have shared. Okay, if you look at based on the machine, if somebody is using Mac machine or if somebody using Windows machine. Okay, based on that. Okay, here okay you can download the software. See, let me scroll down. Here okay you can find the system requirements. Okay, the first step is download the Unity Hub. As I said, you're supposed to install the Unity Hub software first in your machine. Following that, okay, we can download the Unity editor. Okay, so now based on your operating system, okay, so I think majorly majority of you are using the Windows machine only. So you can just click the Windows option like here. Can you see this where I'm moving my cursor? Just click, then the Unity Hub software will download. Okay, that contains only some 300 MB something. Yeah, 151 MB.
If anybody is to raise your hand or like
Yeah.
this,
See, if
in
the
front of.
online users, if at all if you are facing any issues, okay, you can stop me then and there, and you can clarify your doubts. Why? Because those who are present in the physical classroom, okay, for them, okay, I can help you. But for you guys, okay, so you have to raise a hand or you have to stop me there. See, once you download the Unity Hub, so you will get the exe file in the download folder. Okay, so try to double click and install the Unity Hub. Try to install the Unity Hub. See, this is how okay, you the Unity Hub software will be downloaded. Okay, you just double click this and you install. Once you install in your desktop, okay, you will get the icon like this. Okay, let me show you.
So any specific things that we have to follow or
No, sir, just to double click. That's it.
double click?
Double click, it will
Yeah,
automatically
please
install.
try. Done. No issues, right?
No, sir. So this is the first software I downloaded.
That is the
Yes.
first software. Yes. And I hope that after installing, okay, you will be landing on this page. Yes. Yeah. So here we are going to use the Unity at the very first time. Okay, so we have to register our details in the Unity. Okay, so we supposed to create the Unity credentials. So here, okay, you can find the create one option. Okay, don't click the sign in option. Okay, first you have to create the account. So you just click this option, create account option. Then you will be landing in this page. Yes, how many of you have reached here? This page will open in the browser. You guys have already created. Fine. So those who are installing now, here, okay, you can use your email ID, and here you can enter the password. Password in the sense, okay, this is not the Gmail password, okay, which you are going to use in Unity. And the password is a combination of small letter, capital letter, numbers, special character, all those things. Okay, you can enter the password. After that, username. Here you can enter the full username. And if at all, if the box is highlighting with red color means, okay, the name is already registered by someone else. That is what the meaning of the red color highlighting. So if at all, if you are not able to give your name here means, okay, what you can do, okay, you can add a postfix that your name hyphen 123 or what 123 or something like this. Here in the username, enter your email ID. Mine I have already installed. Okay, so that is why. Okay.
So when I click it,
Yes, sir.
create account,
Create account.
it is coming this place.
Go
This
with
one.
continue with Google.
I continue with Google this one.
Hmm.
Ah.
And you can go with your ID. Continue.
This option is different or is it
Yes, sir.
same?
That is. This is also one way of.
Uh-huh.
This is also a way of install.
So what do you want to do? Let me
Email, password, username block, which is highlighting in red color means, okay, so try to change the name means, okay, you can add suffix along with your name, some like xyz at 123 xyz hyphen 123 or something like that. And here, okay, you can enter the full name. In this place, okay, it won't show any error, but in the username place it will throw the
otherwise
error.
you can log in with Google.
This page not coming.
If this page is not coming,
Log in
then
with
that
Google
time,
is fine.
okay, it will ask you to register through your Gmail ID.
It is
Okay,
here. Below. Or this one.
so here, okay, you can choose your account and you can sign in.
Yeah.
Done.
Yes. So now then this account settings. This I have to do anything or here
No,
or
sir, nothing. Okay, don't need to do anything. I hope all of you have done till this, right? Anybody who's doing it. So once you register your details in the Unity website, you can go back to your Unity Hub page, okay, which is displaying in the desktop. Here, okay, you just click sign in option, link to login page. Okay, for me, I have already connected. So for you guys, okay, you can click link to login page, and there you just get one checkbox like always allowed to open in the page like that. Then immediately, okay, this page will open. Don't install the editor version just like that. Okay, just listen, guys. Once you sign in the Unity Hub, so you can see the Unity Hub window here. Okay, you can see that everyday creativity starts here. Okay, got it like that. Okay, you will get one button. Yes, how many of you have landed on this page? So you can share this screen.
be getting this space. Everyone can see this.
Guys, can you see this page which I'm sharing my screen?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, fine. Okay, here, okay, you can click got it. Click got it. After that, okay, don't download anything. Okay, so you can skip installation. Skip that version.
Yeah.
Skip installation.
Fine.
Skip installation. Okay, because we are going to choose the concern version. Okay, so if you go just like this means, okay, it will go with the current version. Okay, we will go one version back to the current version. Okay, we will go one version down to the current version. Okay, we can skip this installation. Agree.
Agree.
So you share. Agree.
Uh,
Guys, can you see my screen? Hello.
Yes, sir. It's visible.
Yeah. Yeah. Ma'am, here, so you can just click the install editor. Install editor. There, I'm asking you to choose the Unity 2022 version. Okay, Unity 2022.3.6 LTS version. Okay, we can go with that version.
22, 62, F1.
Yeah,
This one.
click install.
And this one.
Yeah, where sir is moving his cursor. Na? Unity 2022 series.
Dot 3.62 F1. So this one is the stable version, right?
Yes, sir.
LCS is the long-term support.
Yes, yes. Install.
Install this one. And what
See,
else?
now here we have to choose couple of extra plugins. So basically, Unity Hub is one software. After installing the Unity Hub, now we are installing the Unity Editor version. Okay, the editor version is Unity 2022.3.6 series. When we are downloading that series, here by default the Microsoft Visual Studio Community 2022 version is enabled. Why? Because as I said, C# programming we are going to use to develop our applications in Unity. So the C# coding, okay, you have to edit or you have to update in the Visual Studio Editor. So here we need the Visual Studio Editor for scripting our game. Okay, so that is why, okay, here that is selected by default. After that, suppose if you want to build your application for the Android platform, so we have to download couple of libraries. See, that is what the Android build support. Can you see?
Yep.
See, Microsoft Visual Studio, that is mandatory. Suppose if you want to explore your application for the mobile platform, then we need this dependency libraries, like that is Android build support. And if they are having the iOS tab or iPhone, and if they want to see the build in that particular platform means, okay, they can choose the iOS build support. Okay, else Windows users, okay, we can just stick with only the Microsoft Visual Studio and the Android build support, and scroll down, scroll down slowly. Yeah, Universal Platform build support is there. You can select that.
Universal window.
Universal Windows Platform, that you can select. Then WebGL build support. If you want to explore any application in the WebGL, that is also Windows based WebGL. Then Windows build support, that you can share that.
So these are all for Windows
Yes,
applications or
and the at last Windows dedicated server. That's it. So kindly,
uh,
sir, scroll up. Let them note it down. See, Microsoft Visual Studio, that is important, and Android and iOS. Okay, these are optional. Okay, if you want to develop the same application for the Android platform, so you can install this. And for iOS build, okay, you can install that support. Then scroll down, and the Universal Windows Platform build support, WebGL build support, Windows build support, Windows dedicated server build support. Okay, these things are important. Okay. Okay, once you select all these things, okay, you have to click continue. You have to click continue.
Sorry,
Yeah, sir. Sir, do you have enough space in your C drive? Because this application will occupy some 3 to 4 GB of memory inside the C drive. Just please make sure that okay, if you have a sufficient memory in the installation place, then it will allow. Else, you have to delete some files from the C drive.
it requires around 10 GB, I think.
What's that?
It requires around 10 GB.
Okay, fine. Click continue. Select the checkbox. Then again continue. Install. See here, okay, you can track all the options. See here, you will get the download status of your
Takes some
Unity
time.
editor window. So let it install. Let it install. Guys, for installing the Unity editor window, okay, you need a proper Wi-Fi network, or you have to connect with the Ethernet cable. If you try to use your mobile hotspot, so through that, okay, you can't. I mean, this process can't be done. Okay, so because in between some glitch happens, if under the Android, if any small library missed, then that time it won't show any error here when you are developing the build na, when you are making the final build, that time those things will throw the error that this particular package is not downloaded or installed properly like that. So that is why I'm asking you to connect your system with the a dedicated internet connection. So let it install one by one. Okay, so now you can ask, sir, what is that Unity Hub? Okay, what is this? Okay, why we need these two things like that? So basically, Unity Hub is the first phase of our Unity 3D software. Means we can go with the example only. See, if you want to explore a different buildings inside the IIT Dharwad, first you supposed to enter the main gate. Without entering the main entrance, okay, you can't explore any buildings. So Unity Hub is kind of a main entrance. Entering into the main entrance, okay, in the Unity Hub, okay, here you have a multiple options: projects, installs, learn, community, downloads, settings, add a new Unity project or create a new Unity project like that. Okay, we have a multiple options. So this is what the multiple features inside the Unity Hub. So if anybody who wants to open the new Unity project or the old Unity project, okay, everything has to be navigate through this interface. He can't directly open that project. Okay, everything has to be navigate through this particular interface. Okay, so that is what I said. Okay, this is kind of a main entrance. Without entering through this Unity Hub, okay, we can't explore any feature or anything which is related to the Unity 3D software. So this is mandatory. And here, okay, here you have to see that okay, your particular ID is supposed to be logged in. Okay, can you see? RK is my user ID. Similarly, in your system also, okay, your email ID icon will be pop up over here. Yes. Now under the Unity Hub, okay, as I said, we have a different options. As like we have a computer science department, EC department, dean office, registrar office, hostel, canteen, like how we have a multiple options inside the building, inside the campus. Similarly here we have projects, installs, learn, community. So the first option is a project. Through this project option, okay, either okay, you can open the previous Unity project or you can create a new Unity project. And according to your case, okay, this place is empty. Okay, for you guys, this place is empty. Why? Because you are going to explore at the very first time. But here, okay, here I can see all my projects, okay, which were explored in my system. Okay, so if you are not able to see any project list means okay, you don't need to worry because in your case you are going to use at the very first time. Yes. Now in the second option is installs. See here, I have installed a different Unity versions, but I'm recommending to install any specific version. Okay, it is not necessary to keep multiple versions. Okay, it will simply occupy the C drive because every version will occupy minimum like 4 to 5 GB of memory inside the C drive. Okay, why we have installed, because okay, in that particular version, okay, we have started working with some project. So to complete that project or to fix the bugs or to add any features, okay, that project supposed to be opened only in the respective version. So that is why, okay, we have, I have 2022 on version, 22 version and 6000 series and all. But in your case, okay, 2000 series is more than enough. Okay, later, based on our requirement or based on the project, okay, we can go with the new versions. But now here, only one version is more than enough. And here, okay, you can see that Android, UWP, Vision OS, WebGL, iOS, Windows, okay, these are all the supported libraries under that particular version. So if you are developing any project in the 6000 series means, then you can convert that project for Android platform, iOS platform, WebGL platform, Windows platform, all these
What is
things.
WebGL?
Online, HTML,
HTML game.
online. See, for the Windows, the extension is exe. Okay. For Android, it is APK file. And for WebGL, okay, it is a HTML file. Okay. So if you are converting your project as a WebGL, okay, you will get the HTML page that you can execute, that will be working in the browser. So executable file, okay, you have to share. APK file also you have to share or you have to publish in the Android Play Store. And WebGL, okay, you have to publish under the server.
And what about
Okay.
the WP? Second one?
Sir, Universal Windows project,
If I
or
want to
both mobile, everything.
if I want to build for Windows OS, like Windows OS, then the UWP will be the one.
Yes, sir. That is by default.
Okay.
By default, when you are creating a new project in Unity, okay, that is a Windows based or the this platform. Okay, Windows based platform. Build only you will get it. Okay, later if you want to convert for other platforms, okay, you can choose. And by looking this option, okay, you will come to know under this particular series, okay, I have the provision for all these platforms. And suppose, sir, I missed one particular platform, but I want to add it now. But I have already installed means you can install later also. Like see here, okay, you have a settings option, right? You can click the settings. Here you can find add module option. Click the add module, and here you will come to know, okay, which are all the tools which is already installed under that particular version. Then later, okay, if you want to add anything extra, then you can go with this option and you can click install. Okay, so this is how, okay, you can install your Unity 3, Unity Hub or Unity Editor window, and you can track. And if you want to add anything extra, so this is how, okay, you have to work out. Then the third option is learn. If any Unity users, if they want to learn the programming concept or the designing concept or the art perspective concepts, Unity Hub itself, okay, they have an option. So using this, here, okay, all the content are in the video format. Okay, so you can export any video content. Okay, through this you can learn or you can develop any game applications from the scratch. This is also one of the option. If someone will ask, sir, if why can't I read this Unity through the YouTube, or if I search generally from outside browser, okay, won't I get any material means, okay, you will get it. But this is also an option because Unity, they are providing this option. Then the fourth one is community. So here majorly the discussions, forums, blogs, features, updates, okay, everything will be happening. So you can be a part of any one of this, and you can track the latest update, the latest features, bug fixes, what is happening, and if at all if you are actively participate in the blogs or forums, and you can help others to fix their problems. So that is the credits when you are going for an interview. Okay, so you can share the particular forum or particular blog, and there you can show the followers, and they will give the ratings. Okay, so because I have solved these many problems, I have helped these many people like that. Okay, so those are all will for the interview perspective. Okay, so like that. Okay, this option is there. And finally, settings, preferences. If you click this here, okay, you can see the license, privacy, advanced, all these things. So this is what the options in the Unity Hub. So when you are having a free time, okay, you can explore this software. How many of you have installed the, I mean, Unity Hub and Unity Editor, or is it still downloading?
Still
Downloading. Okay, you can see the status or the progression. You can see the status or progression. Okay, sir, you are sharing the screen, right?
Yes. You want this one?
Yes,
Just
yes.
click this one.
Share.
I have.
So basically here, okay, you can see the download option. If you click this, you can see, okay, which are all the options are downloaded and which are all the options are installed. All those.
So there's learn and community option, no? So is it better to learn from here or better to learn from YouTube? Which one is more popular?
Sir, everywhere it is just a knowledge only. It is
But
not that.
popularly, where suppose like this community, Reddit community, maybe their Discord community, maybe their
Hmm.
here also they provide community. So which one is more popularly used,
See,
or which one is more active?
YouTube,
YouTube is more active.
YouTube series.
So Unity Hub, on Unity Hub, you have to install Unity. What else can we install?
That's it, sir. Only these two.
Once we install this, we can build games. We can develop
Yes.
digital twins, both on Android, iOS. It is cross-platform.
Yes.
If I develop like let's say one game, it can be exported as an Android game or an iOS game or a Windows game.
Yes. Shall we give a break for them to go? Let it install.
But yeah, anything that we can talk in between. If you
Fine.
want to talk. Water.
Okay. So let it install. Let it install. So meanwhile, okay, I will just show you how to create a new project, and we will start understand the interface first. Okay, because that won't take much time. Okay, let this install, guys. Okay, installation will happen automatically. Okay, let it install. Okay, meanwhile, okay, so let me create a new project from my screen. Okay, and I will show you the interface. Okay. See, once you installed everything, then you can create a new project. Okay, don't try in between. Okay, let it install. Okay, so meanwhile, okay, we will understand the interface first. Okay, so here I don't have any previous project. Okay, according to you guys, okay, you are going to explore at the very first time, so you can go with the new project option. Click the new project. Okay, you can note down the steps. Okay, new project. And here, okay, you can see the options like all templates, core templates, sample learning, and the version option. See, in my system, okay, I have installed three different versions. So here, before going to create a new project, okay, I should be very specific about my version. But in your case, okay, you guys have installed only 2022. Okay, so let it be. Only that particular version will be highlighted over here. In my case, I have installed three different versions. So before going to create a new project, okay, I should be very specific about the version. So let me change this into 2022.3.5. But according to your case, okay, you guys have installed only one version, or you are going to install only one version. So you don't need to change the version. So let it be.
How did you change the version? Right
Yes.
click there.
After that, here, okay, you can select all templates. So basically, okay, templates in the sense like in the olden days, we used to write the whole controller from the scratch. Means, if at all, if I'm planning to develop the shooting game, under the shooting, okay, we have two different concepts. Okay, first person shooting, third person shooting. So if I'm planning to develop such kind of an application, so I have to write the whole code from the scratch. But later, okay, so they have given this kind of templates option. Okay, through this, I don't need to write the shooting concept, all those things from the scratch. Okay, those things are already available inside these templates. On top of that, based on your story or your objective, okay, you can develop the script, but that default functionalities and all will be already in the form of script. Okay, so that is what the template. Okay, here, okay, you can see 3D built-in render pipeline, 2D built-in render pipeline, universal 3D, universal 3D core. Like that, okay, we have a different project templates. And even like if you go down here, you can find 2D mobile game, 3D mobile game, mixed reality game, VR multiplayer, okay, VR, AR mobile game, then see platformer game. Like that, okay, we have a different versions. But now we are going to learn the interface and the foundation. So I'm requesting you to select the 3D built-in render pipeline core projects. 3D built-in render pipeline core project. You select this option, and in the right side bottom, okay, you're supposed to give the name of your project. Okay, so let me name this as IIT project. Like that, I have given the name. After that, location. See, by default, this project will go and save inside the C drive. If at all, if your Unity installation file inside the C drive means, okay, this file, this project also will go and save inside the C drive. But don't keep inside the C drive because that is not a good practice. Change the drive location. So here I have selected the D drive. How to change is like here you can find the folder option. Just click this. You will get the option to change the folder like this. See, I have C drive, D drive and all. So I just click the D drive and I have select the folder. So here I can see D colon slash and connect to Unity Cloud for the time being. Okay, you just disconnect it.
So one of the participants asked that if this Unity is free.
Yes, sir.
Or
Yes. Unity is a open software as well as the paid software. And under the open software, okay, so we have an option for the academic version. Okay, academic versions will get one more step above the free version option. Okay, because in the normal free option, every month, okay, you have to subscribe. The option which you are getting for only 1 month in the free version. But in the academic versions, okay, it is not the case. Okay, so they will give the 1 year access for the academics with some more features. And the pro or the paid version has many services. When you really want to publish the game in the Play Store, okay, so we have to think about the optimization. We have to think about the analytics, the inventory, Like that, okay, we have different services, ad, advertisement. Like that, okay, we have different services. Okay, those options and all are available in that particular version, so that you can track, you can monitor, so you can take a call based on the analytics, based on the downloads, all those things and all is possible. So that is what the difference. But now actually you guys have the academic version, so that you
Yes,
can.
suppose when we just register now, you will locate with Google, there is current version or there is
uh,
what free version.
Free version. Yes,
Free version.
free version. Free version, okay, you have to register every month. Okay,
No,
the
everyone
duration is
register means what?
1 month. But academic version, okay, they will give a 1 year slot. 1 year slot that you can install it and check in the lab machines. Okay, we would have assigned one key. Okay, so anyway, now when you guys are installed, okay, you would have selected the personal version. Okay, so that will be valid for 1 month. Okay, that you can literally see there. Okay. So here, once you select the project name and the location, okay, you can go with the create project option. Now the actual Unity editor window will open. So here is the place where we are developing the project. Here is the place where you are developing the project. See. Now let me close this Unity hub. I don't need because I have created the new Unity project. Hereafter, okay, I don't need this access. So let me close this. Now the actual Unity editor window is opening. So this is how, okay, you have to either open the new project or you have to, I mean, you have to open the previous project or the old project, or you have to open the new project. These options. So you don't try to open directly the Unity project. Okay, again, if you try to open also, you have to come back from the Unity hub.
Directly opening does not work.
Yeah, it won't work.
Even opening this project also takes time.
Yes, my C drive is already full. I installed Unreal Engine also. It started lagging. How many of you have created a new project? You are installing? Huh? Okay.
Download is completed.
Don't try it. Let it download. Don't try in between. Let it download. You are downloading. Yours, sir. You created. Downloading. Any online users have created a new project? Any
Yeah, I
online?
created.
Fine. Yeah. So this is how the actual Unity editor window will open. So this is the project which I have created. This is the project which I have created. So let me explain the interface first. Okay, don't directly start adding any 3D objects. Don't immediately start writing the script and all. Try to understand the interface, what is for what are all the limitations, okay, what are all the tools, how to use, where to use and all. Okay, then later, okay, we can go for the implementation. Now let me explain the interface. So basically, okay, this is the new project which I have created. So this is what we are calling as a Unity editor window. So the whole window can be considered as a Unity parent window also. The whole window can be considered as a Unity parent window or a main window. Okay. Inside that, okay, you can find hierarchy. Can you see this? Hierarchy. This particular area is called as hierarchy window. Similarly, scene, where I'm moving my cursor, okay, you can look at the screen. Scene, this is a scene window. Here you can see the wireframe kind of a view. Okay, this area will be considered as a scene window. The next one is game window. Okay, this is the actual output place. Okay, so this is called as game window. Then inspector. Okay, inspector window. And in the bottom we have a project window, then console window. So these are all the default windows, okay, which will be displayed like this. Now, the first one is a hierarchy window. The first one is a hierarchy window. Inside the hierarchy window, okay, you can see main camera and directional light. Can you see? Main camera and directional light like that. Okay, you can see two words. So basically, according to Unity, whatever okay you are bringing inside the hierarchy will be considered as a game object. That is a technical term. Okay, irrespective of anything. Okay, inside the Unity. Okay, if you are using a script or if you are using any audio file or if you are using any effects file, visual effects file, or any 2D UI image or a 3D model or any animation, irrespective of anything, generally we used to call this as a game object. Why? Because the whole engine is designed for developing the game. So whatever okay you are bringing inside the hierarchy will be generally called it as a game object. Game object, not a normal object, game object. Okay, so now by default here you can find main camera and directional light. Yes. So you can ask what is the point of main camera here? See in all the normal other applications, okay, we have created a project. There we can find one class file or main file. Inside that, okay, we can find a main function like that. But this is a Unity for developing games. Here we don't have any class file or any script file. Okay, we have only the main camera and directional light. So you have to understand the reason behind these two objects. You leave the Unity. Is anyone who learned the software called Blender, Maya, or Photoshop? Not Photoshop, Blender, Maya, 3DX Max, Blender, multimedia software.
I have basic
Any on
knowledge on Blender.
fine, fine. But you are aware about that software, right?
Yeah.
So all these software are called it as 3D softwares. Generally, okay, Blender, Maya, 3DX Max, Unity, Unreal Engine, we used to call as a 3D softwares. Those three software like Blender, Maya, 3DX Max are the design tool. Design tool in the sense, using that particular tool, you can only design the 3D object and you can apply the texture or the color and you can add the animation. That is the only limitation of that particular software. Beyond that, okay, you can create the full-fledged application in the Blender software. You can create the 3D object, you can apply a color, and you can add an animation. That's it. That is the maximum okay you can achieve in those softwares. And when you want to develop the full-fledged application means okay you have to use this kind of a development 3D softwares like Unity, Unreal Engine, Far Cry Engine like that. Okay, we have a variety of development engines. So first of all, okay, don't confuse between the design tool and the development tool. Okay, so in the design tool, okay, you can only create the 3D objects and you can apply the colors or the textures and you can add the animation. In Unity, This software is not for creating those 3D objects. Whatever the 3D objects, okay, which you are created in that software, that you have to bring it over here through the programming. Okay, here you have to add the life, or you have to add the functionalities, and you have to create the full-fledged application in this software. So don't confuse between these two softwares. Okay, somebody will think that why can't I create a 3D object in Unity, because this is also a 3D tool like that. Okay, 3D is a general term, but under the 3D, okay, we have many tools, and couple of tools is for one purpose. Okay, this is for only the design. This is only for the development. Okay, this is for the whole integration like that. Okay, so now we are learning the integration tool. But all these softwares, okay, two things which is common, that is camera and light. If you open the Blender software also, by default, okay, you can see camera, and there also you can find a light. And now I have opened my project in Unity. Here also I can find a main camera and directional light. By default, okay, it has appeared. Okay, I didn't add anything. By default, okay, these two things was there. Okay, any idea or any reason behind these two things? Why it is keep on appearing, or it is available in all the 3D tools? It is a point of view. Okay. Hmm. Then,
It's trying to mimic a real world behavior. How a person trying to see
huh,
and from where the light is entering into his eyes.
huh. See, in the real world, all the humans are having the eyes. Because of that, okay, we are exploring the outside world. I can see what is what, I can recognize, I can identify, I can see, and I can feel. In the real world, all the human beings are having the eyes. Because of that, okay, so I can understand the, or I can feel the outside world. When we are developing a 3D games, as I said, there we have a 3D model that I can consider. Okay, this is my player model. Okay, this is my player model like that. Okay, so we have a 3D model. But the 3D model which we have created using the Blender or 3ds Max or Maya, is that character has the vision. That is just a model. Those objects doesn't have any vision. Those objects doesn't have any vision. That is just a model. If you are creating any bird or any table or any chair or a character like sir or you, that is just a digital model. That model doesn't have a vision. That does, it has a eye kind of a area, but that doesn't have a vision. Then how in the game I'm feeling that okay, that character is having eyes? In the real world, humans are having the eyes. That is one option. Apart from that, okay, we have one hardware called camera. The camera is more powerful than our eyes. Means using the eyes, okay, we can only see the live things. But in the camera, okay, you can record the live things that can be stored in the form of image or video that can be explored any point of time in the future. Yes or no? Even like in the camera, okay, we have lot many settings. You can adjust the mode, okay, you can adjust the lens, okay, you can adjust the color, you can change the background. So many options are there. Na? So compared to our normal human being size, camera is a hardware, okay, which is more powerful than the human eyes. And that is also is something which is used as like a human eyes. Yes. So instead of displays, if somebody is placing me, okay, I can watch. If somebody is placing the camera, okay, the camera can capture everything. That's it, no? So in the games, what they are doing, okay, the model which they are creating in the Blender and 3ds Max, okay, those objects doesn't have the vision. Behind that character, okay, they are keeping the concept of camera. How in the real world, okay, we have a hardware called camera. Okay, the same hardware they have technically designed in the form of tool, and that object, okay, they are keeping behind the player object like this. So Whenever okay I'm moving the player, okay, I can move my camera also. I can make my camera to follow the player. So if he turns, the camera also will turn into that side. If he turns this side, the camera also will turn into this side. So because of that, the one who is playing the game, he is getting the feel that okay the character is having the eyes. Okay, whenever okay he is looking into that side, whatever okay he can see, that is displaying in my monitor like that. Are you guys getting? This is how okay they are getting cheated. We are getting cheated. The model what we are designing, that model doesn't have an eyes. Behind the model, okay, we are keeping a concept called camera. Because of that camera, okay, which is capturing in the 180 angle, and that is displaying in our monitor. So this is what the functionality, this is how it is working. So as a player like us, we are feeling that yes, that human is having eyes, he is looking into that side. You turn that side means okay this particular place will be visible inside the display. So without the camera, there is no output in any 3D engine. Without the camera, there is no output in any 3D engine, especially in the Unity. If you delete this camera, then you can't see any output. Why? Because camera is doing more work compared to the normal eyes. Okay, our eyes can only capture, and that can be only the live things. But the camera can capture and render, and that file can be stored in the form of video or picture. So many features are there. So that is why okay in all the 3D engines okay they have kept the camera option. So if you remove this camera means okay there is no output inside your game window. See actually game window is our actual output window. Here see, let me delete this. Can you see in the game window? Display one, there is no camera rendering. Why? Because camera is capturing and it is rendering. So that is why camera is important. Now I
So what is meant by rendering?
so rendering means like pixel by pixel. Okay, it is displaying in the window. No? Rendering. That rendering. That rendering. Okay. So now directional light. What is the use of light? Because the whole engine is designed as it is in the concept of the real world. The light, the physics, the motions, everything is work as it is like a real world. Okay, now you know the concept of main camera. Then what is the point of light? Why it is very very important? Even like in the blender also, okay, you can see the light. And under the lighting, okay, we have variety of lighting: point light, spot light, area light, directional light, like that. We have variety of lights. By default, okay, here they have given the directional light. What is the use of light? Is it so necessary in this kind of a 3D engine? What will happen if we don't have a light?
Rather than the reality.
Huh. What else?
And we get the real world. If we don't have light in the real world, we can't see it.
You can't see anything, first of all. Shadow is a secondary part. First of all, you have three different objects like you have a apple, orange, Mozambique, red apple, green apple, something like that in the dark room. But if somebody asks you to figure it out what is what means, okay, can you able to identify? No. But the same fruits, okay, if we keep it inside the lighted room like this, by looking the next second, okay, we can recognize what is what. That means light has more power. Then only okay, I can recognize what is what. Without the light, the whole world is dark or it is gray in color. Because of that, I can't recognize any object. In the real world, how we have one common light called sun. Because of the sun, the earth is rotating. Okay, so because of that, okay, we are getting the day and night effect. Na? Similarly, in your game application, the directional light is equal to our sunlight in the world. And if at all, okay, if you rotate this directional light, okay, you will get the day and night effect. Day and night effect. Similarly, you can ask whether only this light is option available or mean. No, we have a variety of lights also. So that can be, you can see here under the game object, under the light, okay, you can see point light, spot light, area light. Okay, wherever okay you want to use those concepts, okay, you can select. Okay, that light can be added in that particular place. but sun is that is necessary by default. It is coming main camera, that is also default object. Okay, don't delete these two, let it be. Okay, now you understand the meaning why these two things are there by default inside the project, right? Without the camera there is no output, without the light, okay, there is no clarity. Okay, that is why. So these two things. Apart from that, in the hierarchy, okay, you decided to develop any concept, any game means, okay, in the game, you can, you supposed to add the player character, you have to add buildings, trees, enemies, you can add chair, anything, right? Okay, according to your story or your concept, okay, you supposed to add whatever is necessary for developing the games, right? So these two things are the default objects, game objects. Along with that, okay, based on your story or your concept, okay, you have to add all the remaining objects in this area. Now this is empty. Okay, so it is little difficult for you, but once you started adding, okay, you will come to know. Now this is an empty project. In the empty project, by default, you can see these two things. Along with that, okay, here you're supposed to add the player. Here you have to add enemy. If you are creating an environment, you have to add different buildings, trees, roads, chair, table, entrance, exit, gate, X, Y, Z. So all those things are displaying in the hierarchy in the form of word. Guys, please remember here, whatever, okay, you are adding inside your application, that can be listed in the form of word. Main camera is a word, directional light is a word. Similarly, okay, if you add a player, okay, here you can see a player, enemy, chair, table, house, building, like that. The objects will be listed in the form of words under the hierarchy, and whatever is there in the hierarchy, only those things are belongs to the application or the game which you are developing. Okay, just to remember this sentence. Okay, later, okay, I will sync it somewhere. Okay, now see, by default we have only main camera and directional light. Apart from that, okay, you can add the game objects based on your theme and the story, and all those things are listed in the form of words. And whatever is there inside the hierarchy, only those things belongs to the application which you are developing. What it means I will tell you that thing. Okay, just remember only this thing. Okay, whatever is there listed in the hierarchy, only those things belongs to the application which you are developing. Okay, now the second one is a scene window. Guys, can you see this scene window? Okay, here you can see the wireframe. So basically, scene window is a local workspace. Scene window is a local workspace where you can design your own environment. This is a game development. VR, AR, everything is same. Game development means first you have to design your environment where the actual player is supposed to stand, where he is standing on top of the ground or on top of the third floor of the building, or whether he is roaming inside the city or forest. That environment you're supposed to design, right? Okay, so this is the place where you can design your environment. How to design the environment? Hierarchy window and scene window, okay, these two windows are correlated windows. Hierarchy window and scene window, okay, these two windows are correlated windows. Whatever the object name which you are looking out inside the hierarchy window, okay, if you double click, that particular object's 3D model or the 3D shape is highlighted in the scene window. In the hierarchy, I have a main camera. If I double click, I will come to know, okay, how the main camera is looking like, where it is there inside the world, in which direction, okay, it is focusing. Okay, everything I will come to know inside the scene window. Can you see this? I'm doing zoom in, zoom out option. See? Similarly, okay, if I double click directional light, so this is the light. Similarly, okay, if you add a player here, okay, if you double click, okay, you will come to know, okay, who's the player, how he look likes. which color he is. Okay, similarly, okay, if you add enemy, then you have to keep some distance. So the whole designing part can be done within the scene window. Can you see this? This is a local workspace. This is a local workspace. Scene window and hierarchy window, okay, these two windows are correlated windows. In the hierarchy window, the whole objects which we are using inside our game will be in the form of word. In the scene window, okay, all these game objects are in the form of 3D shape. By looking only the names, okay, I can't think or I can't decide that, okay, so all the objects are placed properly in the environment like that. I have to move something, I have to adjust something, I have to rotate something, I have to scale something, I have to keep some distance, I have to apply some color. Everything you want to do it now, okay, the whole thing will be happened in the scene place or in the scene window. Are you getting? Okay. So in the scene window, all the objects will be in the form of 3D shapes. Are you guys getting? Because now this is empty project, okay, you are little confused, okay, don't worry, okay, within half an hour, okay, you will come to know the actual purpose of these windows. Okay, the third one is game window. Game window is the actual final output window. Game window is the final output window. See, in the normal programming languages, okay, you guys will write a program, and if you are compiling it, the output will be verified in the console prompt. Here, okay, this is a game engine. All the output are in the form of digital output only. Okay, so you once you place all the objects in the hierarchy and once you design the whole environment, at last, if you want to see your output means, you can click game, and here, okay, you can see the play button. If you click the play button, then the application, the game object will be displaying over here. Now this is empty. We are just only understanding the purpose of this windows. Then the fourth one is inspector window. So basically inspector window is a property window. Properties are nothing but the attributes. If you take the real camera, camera has variety of settings. Those settings only we are calling as a properties. Why? What is the use of that property? If I want to fine tune the property according to my requirement, if I want to adjust those values, then I supposed to see those properties. So that is why the inspector window, which is showing all the properties of the selected object in the hierarchy. If I select main camera, all the camera properties are displaying here. If I select directional light, light properties are displaying here. Similarly, okay, you can add n number of things. Respectively, the properties will displaying over here. On top of that, you select main camera or directional light. The first property is the transform property. Can you see this? The first property is the transform property. This is nothing but the matrix, transform matrix. Okay, so this game engine is the integration of lot of 3D maths and physics. This transform is a matrix. This is a resultant matrix. How do I get this resultant matrix means, okay, this is the multiplication value of the position matrix, rotation matrix, and scaling matrix. Okay, have you guys learned any SRT functions on the computer graphics? Scaling, rotation, transformation in the C programming. Okay, Patel, if you have learned any graphics oriented programming, okay,
Sure.
SRT functions will be there. Okay, if you want to move, yes, ma'am.
Sir, one
Hello.
request. Can consume from Anand's system be hidden because both the screens are there and we are unable to see your screen? Memory
Is it
problems will be there. So he is
okay?
also sharing. So please ask him
Fine,
not to
sir.
share. Only share your
Sure,
screen.
sir. Is it fine, sir?
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Yeah.
very much. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. So basically, okay, so transform is a resultant matrix. The resultant matrix is calculated with the multiplication of position matrix, rotation matrix, scaling matrix. Okay, see, the position is x, y, z. Now you have to think the graph concept. In the 10th standard, okay, we have learned the graph concept. So if at all, if you have only the x-axis and y-axis, okay, that is the 2D graph. But now using the same Unity engine, okay, so we can develop the 2D game and 3D game, but we are looking now the 3D concepts. 3D concept means, okay, z-axis is very important. We have x-axis, y-axis, z-axis. In the real world, you take any game object, that object has certain position. So if you look at the position, okay, inside that position, okay, you can define three parameters: x, y, z. That is what this value. Position x, y, z. And you can ask the rotation is also x, y, z. What is that x, y, z? So basically, Unity is following the left hand coordinate system. Okay, left hand coordinate system means, okay, if you keep your left hand like this is the x positive, y positive, z positive. X positive, y positive, z positive. So if you are rotating your object using the x-axis, the object will rotate in the form of forward wheeling or backward wheeling. Okay, x-axis. If you rotate in the y-axis, the object will rotate like a fan, like this or this. If you rotate your object like this in the z-axis, okay, it will rotate like clockwise or anti-clockwise. Similarly, if you apply the positive values in the x-axis, it will go like this. So you can feel the object is moving towards the right side. If you apply the negative value in the x-axis, the object will move in the right side. So you can feel that the object is moving towards to the left side. Similarly, positive y up, negative y down, positive z forward, negative z backward. Kindly remember this concept. This is how the whole engine is working. And the last one is scaling. Scaling is nothing but the size of the object. Okay, horizontal x-axis, vertical y-axis, the depth is z-axis. So that is what transform means. That object should contain a position, that object should contain a rotation, that object should contain some size. So that is all together only is considered as a transform property. So in the game, you take any game object, either it might be camera or directional light or x, y, z. For all the objects, transform is the first property. Transform is the first property. Below that, whatever is coming, those properties are based on the nature of the object. Nature in the sense, okay, light's nature is something different. That is for some other purpose. Camera nature is something, okay, that is for some other purpose. So that is what below to the transform, whatever is coming, that is based on the nature of the game object. Is it fine? Okay. Now the next one is project window. So basically, you take any tool whenever you are creating a project. Okay, so you will get one parent folder. So inside that folder, you have to create a different class files. You have to add a different libraries, plugins, DLL file will be there, like that. Here, I have created a project called IIT project. My project name is IIT project. So inside the project, I have one parent folder called assets. Can you see this? Assets. You take any Unity project. Inside that particular Unity project, okay, you will get the parent folder called assets. That is the parent folder. Whatever, okay, you are going to create or you are going to add, all those things should be organized under the assets folder. Okay, because assets is the root folder. You can ask what are the remaining things means. Okay, you see later we can create a script. Okay, I can add one 3D model, I can add one animation, I can add one 2D image. Okay, so Now you have to understand one thing: hierarchy window and project window. Hierarchy window and project window. Guys, in the browser or in the internet, okay, I can download some 10 different models. In the browser or in the internet, okay, I can download 10 different character models, 10 different trees, 10 different buildings. First, I have to bring it inside my project window. Otherwise, okay, I can't use inside my hierarchy or I can't place inside the scene window. First, you have to bring it inside the project window. So all the 10 different models have certain size, right? 10 MB, 5 MB, 6 MB, 100 MB, 20 MB, like that, different file size is there. But whichever the model, okay, you have used inside the hierarchy, only those objects belongs to your application which you are developing. Okay, so when you are taking a final build, the size of the application is calculated only based on the object which you have used inside the hierarchy. Okay, the size won't be calculated based on the project size, because inside the project, okay, you would have dumped n number of things, okay, which is used or unused. But whatever, okay, you have used inside the hierarchy panel, only those object sizes taken care, or it is compressed and it is added when you are taking a final build. Okay, that is what the application size. Okay, when we guys are downloading any application from the Play Store or somewhere else, we are very keen into the size of the application, right? So the size of the application will be calculated based on the objects which you have used inside your game. It is not based on the project window. Are you guys getting? So this is what the a basic introduction about the empty project. Hierarchy window is a place where you can see a main camera and directional light as a default object. Along with that, okay, here you can add n number of other objects based on your concept or a story. Here you can see only the name of the objects. You can't see, okay, how it look like, whether it is a green color or red color or black color, or he is turning into that side or this side. All those things can be understand by looking the hierarchy. You select something that can be highlighted inside the scene window. So that is what I said: hierarchy window and scene window, these two windows are correlated windows. You select something, that object will be highlighted over here, and by looking this object, okay, you can see, oh, this is what this object, so he is looking like this, he have placed properly. Are we supposed to give some distance between these two objects? Are we supposed to rotate like this? He is bigger in size, we have to reduce. He is small in size, we have to increase the size, like that. Everything can be done inside the scene window. That is what we are calling as a scene window, as a local workspace. Then game window is a output window. Inspector window is a property window. Project window is contains all the files which you have brought it inside your project. And finally, console window. Console window will be considered as a debug window. So in the normal programming language, if you have any error, that can be debugged through the printout statement. Na? Either if at all, if you are in the C programming language, printf. C++ means C out. Java means console.writeLine. Like that, okay, we are going with the printout statement. Similarly, this is a graphics oriented engine. I can't display that statement like that. So that is why you get this console window. In the console window, three color codes are there. If any statement, okay, which is displaying in white color, that is just a statement for your information. If any statement, okay, which is looking in yellow color, means, okay, that is a warning. That won't majorly affect the output of the game. Okay, that is just a warning, like you have declared this variable, but you have never used inside your application. Like that, such kind of a warning. Or you have used many cameras, or you have used many audio listeners, like that. It will give some information for our knowledge. And the third one is, if any statement, okay, which is looking in red color, means, okay, that is a bug. With that bug, okay, you can't play and you can execute the game, that you're supposed to fix it. white color, yellow, red color. Okay, this is what the basic information about the interface. And inside the scene window, I was keep on telling that okay, you can align the game, okay, you can move the object, you can rotate the object, okay, you can increase the size, you can decrease the size, or you can give the distance, all those things, na? So for that, okay, here they have given the manipulation tools. This is what we are calling as a manipulation tool. See, view tool, move tool, rotate tool, scale tool, like that we have a different tools. Why? Because scene window is only or mainly focusing for designing an environment. Designing in the sense, okay, not creating the 3D objects. The objects, okay, which you have created in the Blender now, that you will bring it first inside the project. After that, okay, you will drag and drop it in the hierarchy. And if you select that object, okay, that shape will be highlighted here. So by looking that, okay, you will come to know whether you have placed properly or not, all those things. Are you guys getting? This is a basic introduction. Okay, I know all of you are in some 50-50 kind of understanding mindset. When we started adding the objects, no, so that time you will understand better. Is it fine? I hope for the online users, the Unity is installed, I guess, right? Or still it is not?
No, not yet. It is taking that actually the WebGL itself is 2.55 GB.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So it is taking a lot of time. But
Okay.
yeah, we are enjoying your
Yeah.
presentation.
Thank you. Yeah.
Anybody else installation is done?
Those who are present over here. Done.
No, sir. Only two are.
Done. Have you created a new project? It is open. It's open. Fine. Okay.
So I'm installing Visual Studio.
Okay, sir.
Otherwise, this is done. So is I need to wait for this.
Yes, sir. Right. One more information for the online users: when you are downloading the Visual Studio, or when you are going to install the Visual Studio, we supposed to select two plugins. Okay, two plugins in the sense we are going to use the C# programming language in Unity to develop the games. Okay, so if you declare the normal C#, then you can go with the basic data type like integer, string, float, double, all those things. But here we are going to use the gaming data type. So for that, okay, you need to download one different type of libraries. You have selected that, sir? New screen. You have selected that.
Yes, yes, I selected them from this.
While installing the Visual Studio, I recommend you to select okay these two plugins. Game development with Unity, game development with C++. Okay, these two plugins I'm recommending you to select when you are installing the Visual Studio. Guys, kindly note down these two plugins. Okay, why I'm asking you to install these two plugins? Okay, then only the IntelliSense will work. You don't need to type the whole syntax. If you type A, okay, all the A series keyboard, all the A series keywords will appear. By mistake, if you are confused whether that is a capital letter or small letter, then if you install these two plugins, then it will be really helpful for you to complete the scripting part fast. That is why. Game development with Unity and game development with C++. Okay, you have to scroll down like this. Here you can find. Yeah.
What about Linux users?
Linux we have to install through the command prompt.
This Visual Studio Code, and later we have to install the plugin.
Oh,
He's
what?
in the campus.
Yes, this is it. Next
So
one.
ask him to come in the last
Sir,
time.
not now. Now we can.
Then we have to have the command. I need to check in
You know the command.
because we have tried in that couple. Couple were
Couple?
trying.
Command from what? Linux. It works. What is
What will
what
one.
command can you type? Can you type in the group? Google what command to type? Yes, sir. Yeah, Kapil will type.
Okay. Couple. Linux ಅಲ್ಲಿ into system. Linux installation help from the copy photo industry. Online use of he is sitting in the next class.
Yeah, next room. Huh?
Next room.
Huh? You can ask me. Chandrasekhar, who is Linux distribution like you are using?
Ubuntu
Ubuntu which version?
22.04.
22.04. So Kapil will share the command on the chat.
Okay, sir.
2020.
22.04. Yes.
So one more doubt here. If
Yes, sir.
Visual Studio is already is installed on Windows, how can
Hmm.
we check? I am unable to see
Ma'am,
whether those two components are available because I had the Visual Studio already. So is there any way how can we check? Or if they are not available, how can we install only those two components? I mean those two Unity
that you
graphics
have
and
to go with the modify option, ma'am. See, now see, let me check Visual Studio. Ma'am, can you see Visual Studio installer in
yes,
my desktop?
yes, sir.
Ma'am, can you see modify option here?
Okay, yes, sir.
Just click that. You can scroll down. You can find gaming too. Can you see this?
Yeah,
Yeah. And you select that and you just click while install while downloading something.
okay.
Sir, let them complete the installation. Okay. Else going further, then
Hmm?
they will feel difficult. Let them complete the installation.
Yes,
Because
yes.
now here it is only hands on only.
Uh-huh.
Let them complete. Here, all of you have installed. Who is sitting here? Installed, no? You have created a new project also. You are creating. Any difficulties over here? many of them are using laptop? Nobody is there. No?
Where?
Nobody have used.
No, this is different. This is different. This is different. This is director's meeting. So everybody, please either raise your hand or please type some yes when you have finished the
Guys, those
installation.
who have completed the installation, kindly confirm in the online mode. Na? Because hereafter, I need all of you also supposed to practice side by side. So I need all of you to be in the same page. So, class.
So now, Shilkar, please check the chat which is sent by Kapil. This is a step to install.
Tomorrow we'll make it ready with new system.
Yeah, community edition is free. Yeah, yeah, you should come soon. Scroll down and wait. This is mandatory. This is optional. You can just get this if you are afraid of space and all this. Yeah, anything, sir.
Sir, one more thing. Here in the installation, the Android related are all are showing as installed queue, but Windows build and Windows related they are all installed. Can't we move ahead for project creation, or we need to wait for all the things? Because Android build support itself is showing for me as download failed.
You have to refresh it. No. It is a net Wi-Fi.
For the time being, okay, we are concentrating on the Windows build, right? Okay. See, tomorrow, okay, we can add that module separately.
So, but is the problem on Studio or on the Unity Hub? With them, there will be a difference. Yeah, just in the download button, there will be a difference.
Yeah. So I hope all of you have completed the installation, right? Those you are present. Shall we go ahead? Online user. If you are facing downloading any Android plugin, okay, let it be. You close that thing and you can create a new project, not an issue. Later also, okay, you can add those modules separately. But for the time being, okay, we are just looking only on the Windows thing.
This finish in background and then use the program as so this is right now 2D project, I guess. You forgot to select 3D, I guess. Creating na
Shall we move?
it by default selects 2D, I guess. I think we selected 2D here. This I think we selected 2D, so that's fine. We can do one thing. So the only difference is the thing for 2D and 3D. You can just enable this. Now it is 3D project, and then the light is deleted by default for 2D, so you can just add that.
Can you respond to I'm not getting any clue that user on the page is
So now it will be the same as the 3D project. Yeah, you should do that.
But still it is good.
It will be bad, that's fine. One second. I think the lighting is not working because we are using a 2D project only.
But like it,
It will take some time now. Okay, you just practice on this and in the background you can create some roles.
okay.
See, there is Unity Cloud. Could we have used that platform instead of taking so much time for installing this? I believe.
That is the different case. I will tell you that. That is not. The cloud is for storing the process in the cloud for Unity Cloud. That is a different case.
It is so good. You create a lot.
Yeah. So this is the empty project.
For creating an MP project.
Okay, this much time it is off. I was keep
No,
on
no, no,
asking
no, no, no.
questions.
Just now I started. Just now.
Yeah, I hope those who have
Let's
joined online have installed the Unity software.
let's start with creating an empty
Yes.
project. You can delete this and create a new one. No need to wait.
Yeah, you only have the coding part.
Okay. What I have to do? Okay. Let's start with go to
Okay, so let
delete
me.
this and start new one.
Start ಮಾಡಾಕ್ತಾರ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ
See, let me start it from the scratch.
Yes, let's start.
Yeah, see, I'm creating the project from the scratch. Those who have completed the installation, okay, kindly follow the steps. See, click the new project. For me, I'm selecting the versions, but in your case, okay, you don't need to select the version, let it be. Here you have to select the all templates,
Where?
left side.
All templates.
Yeah.
There's no all templates. Okay. Uh-huh. So, everybody is able to see the templates. Maybe I will share my screen. You can do it.
Yeah.
Everybody can see my screen.
Yeah, hub is updated.
Huh? So show the Gmit. Open Gmit. Huh. Yeah, you can do it.
Yeah. So here 2022.3.6262 F1 LTS version is installed. And in the right side,
This one, right side.
so yeah. So first select all.
This one. Just
uh,
below.
Yeah, yeah. Below, okay, you can find 2D built-in render pipeline, 3D built-in render pipeline and all. Okay, you select the 3D built-in render pipeline option. 3D built-in render pipeline option.
Second one.
Yes, second one. After that,
Everybody can see that.
the right side,
Uh,
you can see the project name, location, all those things. Okay, that you
yes.
can change.
So maybe let's make it IIT.
Change the project name as.
IIT. People have also maybe the Unity. 3 3D. Here's one.
Hmm. And location also, okay, you can change except the C drive, change into under the D drive. Select the folder option. Select the folder option. Select. And create a project.
Wait, wait.
The hub is not permitted to create a project here.
Yes.
And click create project.
What about this thing? No, no, no. It was there.
Those who have done this process, you can close the Unity Hub. You don't need to keep it over here. Logesh. So you can stop sharing.
That's right.
So the new project will open like this. Yes.
It's still
I
loading.
hope all of you have created a new project. I guess.
It's taking time. Done? Started?
Yes.
Mine is very slow. It's supposed to be fast. Installing packages. Every time it is slow or what? Or one time only.
Connected to the charger.
Huh?
Connected to
Is done.
Prakash sir, is it done on your side? Prasad sir,
Yeah, please tell me.
yeah, are you able to open this project? New
Yeah, yeah,
project?
I'm able to see. I'm able to see this. Yeah, please go ahead.
Okay, okay.
Fine.
You can go ahead.
See now, top you can find the menus like file, edit, assets, game object, component, services like that. You just click the game object. Under that, okay, you can find the option like 3D object. So if you look at the 3D object, okay, here you can find cube, sphere, capsule, cylinder, plane, quad, and below that, okay, we have couple of some more objects. So those who have already worked in Blender or Maya, there also okay, you could have seen these models. Under the development engine also, we can see only these models. Do we have any reason behind this? The one who were already started using any other 3D tools or the Unity 3D tool. So if you look at the 3D object, okay, we can see only the couple of things, okay, which is default in all the 3D engines. Is there any reason behind this?
These are the fundamental shapes which can be used to
Sir?
make some more new shapes. These
Yes.
are the
Ah.
fundamental shapes which can
Okay,
be used.
so yeah, we can slightly change that. This is not a fundamental object, so this is a primitive object, or you can call it as a geometric object. So this primitive objects has certain formula. That formula is same in the worldwide. Okay, wherever okay you go, the formula is same. So in the programming, okay, if at all if you want to find a distance or area or the width or height, so you can go with these particular objects. The creatures like a human or an animal or chair or a building, for these objects, okay, we don't have any specific formula. Okay, for a human body, we have an anatomy, but we don't have any specific formula that okay, the human body should be always like a 5 meter, or okay, his width should be always a 1.5 meter or a 2 meter like that. Okay, so that is a different case. But the primitive objects like a cube, sphere, which is common in worldwide, the formulas are common. So if at all, okay, if you are implementing these values in the programming, like if you want to find, if you have only two values, and if you want to figure out the third value, so you implement these two values in the mathematical forming with the programming, then you can identify the missing values. So that is what the beauty of these primitive objects. So that is why these things are common in all the 3D engines or the all the 3D development tools. Like how in the programming, integer, character, string, float, double, boolean, okay, these five data types are common across all the programming languages. Similarly, okay, this is a 3D engines or the 3D development tools. Okay, so inside that, okay, these primitive objects are common. Okay, so now let me select the game object, 3D object. Let me click cube. Means I want to add the cube in my project. I want to add the cube in my project. Okay, let me click the cube. Now you can figure out two different changes which happened in the project. Can you identify that? Two things happened. Can you identify that? What is that? See, in the hierarchy, okay, you can find a new word called cube. Can you see this? In the hierarchy, okay, we can find a new name called cube. And if I select the cube in the scene window, okay, you can see the cube shape. Now, are you understanding better than the previous conversation? See, morning I was explaining here the object are in the form of word. In the scene window, okay, it is in the form of 3D shape. See, can you confirm this now? See, I just click the cube under the list. The word cube is added under the hierarchy. And if you double click this cube, then the cube shape is highlighted in the scene window. Can you see this? Even like now, select the cube word. If at all, if you want to get one more cube like this, in Unity we have a shortcut called Control D. Means duplicate the objects. Now here I have selected the cube and I pressed Control D and I can see two different words here. Can you see this? Means, okay, in my project, okay, I have used cube two times. That is what the meaning like the hierarchy. If you look at here, can you see here? I have two cubes. But when you look at the scene window here, okay, you are not getting two different cubes. Why? Because I selected the previous cube and I pressed Control D. Control D means, okay, it will create the as it is object like the selected one. So the size, position, shape, color, everything is same. So that is why in the hierarchy I can easily recognize or I can identify two different cubes are available in my project. But looking the scene window, it is not very easy to recognize that two different cubes are there. See, you can directly move or pull any arrow like this. You will come to know two cubes are there. Can you see this? Okay, so scene window is a place where you can see the 3D models or the 3D shape of the selected game object. So this is a okay, you can add other models also. Like see, suppose if you want to add game object, 3D object, add a sphere means you will get the sphere. But here, why all the game objects are spawning or appearing in only one position? Okay, because that position only we are calling as a origin. The whole world is created in the origin of 0, 0, 0. In the x-axis 0, y-axis 0, z-axis 0. So that is why whenever I'm trying to add any game object, okay, in rare case, okay, it will be randomly placed somewhere, but in majority of the cases, the object will go only in the 0, 0, 0 axis. Can you see? Now I'm just pulling my green color arrow. I can see the sphere object. After that, now adding these objects are not the big deal. You can keep on add. What is the challenging part here? Guys, listen. I have added cubes. I have added sphere. Everything is there. In the scene window, can you see? I can see three different shapes. Three shapes are there. Adding this kind of objects is not a big deal. The deal is you have to place properly in front of the camera is a deal. Why I supposed to place in front of the camera? Then only the camera will capture that particular object and it will display inside the screen, the display area. Are you guys getting? How to confirm whether it is coming properly or not? You select the game window. Here, whatever the camera is capturing, that can be displaying inside the display called game output. So this is how okay you can confirm. Can you see this? Suppose couple of you were not able to see the object. Couple of you were not able to see the object inside the game window. What we can do? So you have to learn one particular concept. Like see, when you are going to the marriage function, okay, we have a stage. In front of the stage only, okay, we are having the camera settings. Okay, whoever wants to take a photo, they have to go on to the stage and the cameraman supposed to take the snap. Then only it will be coming in the album. Okay, so stage is important. You have to go in front of the camera, then only your things are recorded. Couple of you, okay, they will just go and sit, they won't go to the stage. Okay, they can simply stand randomly inside that hall and they will watch what is happening. Those faces and all not coming inside the camera view. Understand two concepts. Whomever is going in front of the camera, those faces can be stored. Whoever is not going in front of the camera and randomly standing anywhere inside the environment. Okay, so guys, listen. You select the scene. The whole view is a audience view. Can you see? Camera is here and it is focusing into this direction and these three objects are visible. Guys, before going to understand, I said the unity is following the left hand coordinate system. Okay, here the red color arrow indicates the x-axis. The green color arrow indicates the y-axis. The blue color arrow indicates the z-axis. Red color arrow indicates the y-axis. The green color arrow indicates the y-axis. The blue color arrow indicates the z-axis. Now, are you understanding this? Three arrows, three different colors, three different directions. On top of that, see, I am pressing Alt key. I am pressing Alt in the keyboard and I am pressing the left mouse button and I am dragging like this. I am pressing the Alt key in the keyboard, left button in the mouse. Together, I am just dragging my mouse so I can change the view. I can change the view. But in the output window, nothing is changed. Okay, it is as it is like same. It is as it is like same. Guys, listen, one thing here you have to really compare everything with the real world. That is a stage. This is a camera. Okay, if I take a photo, it will come as it is. Suppose if the stage is here, if the camera is here, okay, the photo will come as it is like that. So by looking the photo, the actual output, you can't figure out the direction of the camera and direction of the person, okay, in which direction, okay, they were standing. Yes or no? By looking the normal photograph, we can't figure out the direction. It is just a 2D. See, in one time, the stage might be here, the camera is here. Okay, if you take the photo, it is same. The same stage is designed here and the camera is kept it here. The photo will be similar only. It won't change. By looking the image, you can't figure out the direction of the object or direction of the camera. It is just the output. That is what the display of game. Can you see this? Can you see the game window? So what actually the camera is focusing, that thing will display as it is in the game window. But in the scene window, couple of you, okay, the view was like this. You guys might be confused. Okay, this view is nothing but the audience view. Audience view means, okay, those who have come for the marriage, okay, they will randomly stand in different angles and they will watch what is happening, the scenario. That is what the angle of scene window. But actually, what the camera is focusing, only that thing will be displayed inside the game window. It will take some time to understand. This is the scene window. It's a place we can design the environment. So that environment, okay, I can explore in a different angle. Okay, in that angle, I can see, and this angle I can see. That is what the view of scene window. See, I pressed Alt key and my left mouse button. I can just explore the whole world like this. Yes, but what actually the camera is focusing, if it is this angle also, the output is same. If it is in this angle also, the output is same. If it is in this angle also, output is same. Are you guys getting? Where actually the camera is focusing, okay, that will display as it is inside the game window. But the scene window is a place, so this is a workspace. Okay, here I'm going to design my environment. While designing, okay, I can view the whole environment in a different angle. If I look at in a different angle, okay, my camera output won't change. Okay, my camera will be always focusing on one object. Okay, that only will be always displaying inside the game object. Are you guys getting now? And now, my request, those who have started learning at the very first time, okay, you please keep your camera in the left hand coordinate system. Like how? Select the main camera inside the scene window, press Alt, press your left mouse button. Either, okay, you drag in the left side or you drag in the right side. But I want you to make sure that the object, the camera's position should be like this. Means that is the exact left hand coordinate system. This is a x positive, y positive, z positive. You keep your camera in this way. Okay, still I rotated like this, but still I'm not able to see anything in the camera like this. Let me move sometimes. Don't move, I'm just showing the example. See, I have rotated my camera and I have kept it like this. But inside the scene window, I can see the camera is there, sphere, cube, everything is there. Then why it is not coming in the game window? If you keep everything inside the scene window, is not a big deal. You have to keep properly in front of the camera is a deal. That's what I said. Okay, so cameraman, okay, he can't randomly take the pictures. Okay, he has to take the pictures only whoever is coming and standing next to the couple. Then only, okay, we have to take an image, right? So similarly, like now, first you should know to adjust the position of the camera. As I said, the whole world will start in the origin of 0, 0, 0. Okay, according to this particular room, just assume the origin is 0, 0, 0 means, okay, the center of the tile. X-axis 0, y-axis 0, z-axis 0 means, okay, it will come in the center of the tile. Now what I'm doing, I'm taking y-axis 1 from that position, y-axis 1, z-axis minus 10. So what I'm making, okay, I'm pulling the camera in this position. 0, 0 means down. I kept x-axis down, y-axis 1 up, z-axis minus 10. So in this angle, okay, I can cover the whole room like this. Can you see this? If I stand, half of the world is hidden. But if I keep my camera position like this, okay, I can cover the whole view. So x-axis is 0, y-axis is 1, z-axis is minus 10. You can cross verify. See, select the main camera, the inspector, x-axis is 0, y-axis is 1, z-axis is minus 10. Yes? Until you comfort of creating two Unity projects, okay, you go with this formula. Later, okay, if you're very comfort with the interface, if you know all these concepts, okay, it is not the value you have to keep. Okay, you can keep anywhere and you can align the objects in front of the camera.
Sir, we
Or the
can't see the objects there. The screen is very static.
yes, ma'am. Yes. Sir,
Online, we can't see the objects.
Now, yes.
sir, can you see, sir, now?
No, that sphere, cube, we can't see those.
Sir, are you?
On the right side, no?
Yeah, now we can see.
Visible.
So, what I'm suggesting, select the main camera first. In the inspector, you can manually set the position like x-axis 0, y-axis 1 and z-axis minus 10. Don't rotate the camera's angle and all. Okay, let it be in the 0, 0, 0. And don't increase the size of the camera. Okay, let it be 1, 1, 1. Okay, 1 indicates 1 meter. Let it be. Look at the only the position values. Yes. Is it done? After that, inside the scene window, okay, couple of you, okay, the view might be like this or like this or like this. Yes. If you select the camera, okay, the camera might be kept it in a different angle. Yes or no? What I'm suggesting you is, okay, you select the main camera. After that, inside the scene window, you just press Alt key and your left mouse button together, and you can drag your mouse button down. So you can rotate the whole view like this. Done.
So right click and alt key and left click is same.
Alt key, Alt plus left mouse button together. Okay, you just drag. You select the main camera.
Uh-huh.
You select this one.
Where's the main camera? Uh-huh. Yes.
Okay, zoom out. Zoom out control.
Okay.
Select the main camera.
Yes.
Alt plus left mouse button down. Rotate like that.
Okay. So this is the
like
whole screen rotation.
Yes.
Double tap on it.
Done.
Any window you can full screen by double tapping on it, and then you can unzoom by
I'll do.
After that, let me keep the first cube properly. So what I'm doing, okay, I'm deleting the remaining two objects. Okay, I selected only one cube.
Got it.
First, I want to make sure the first object has to display properly inside the camera view. Guys, whenever you are practicing of placing any game object, when you add any game object, okay, that has to be visible properly inside the output, inside the camera view. If it is not visible and if you keep on adding n number of objects, okay, don't do that practice. Okay, first you make sure that if you're adding that one cube supposed to display inside my output. Then later you add. Okay, don't add n number of objects. Okay, don't try to adjust. Okay, you will be confused. Now I have added a cube. In the game window, nothing is displayed. Why? Because I have kept the camera in a proper position, but the object is in different position. So what I have to do, I have to bring my object in front of the camera. Then only the camera will capture that object and it will display inside the game window. Sir, what is the shortcut to bring my game object in front of the camera? First, please make sure, okay, your main camera's position value should be 0, 1, minus 10. After that, you select the cube. After that, okay, you select the cube. go to inspector, you can find the transform property. Okay, here, okay, you can see three dots, right? You select these three dots and click reset. Reset means what it will do is it will keep the position value as 000, the rotation value as 000, the scale value is 111. That is the default value of the reset option. Now I have selected my cube. I just clicked the reset option. If you look at the game window, now the cube will be displaying exactly in the center of the screen. Yes or no? Yes?
Sir. Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay. After that, okay, again you go back to the scene window. Okay, you select the same cube, press Control D. Here, okay, you can see two cubes. But inside the scene window also, there is no two cube, only one cube, because I have duplicated the cube as it is, including the position, size, everything. So now you can slightly pull this red arrow like this. Then you go back to the game window. Okay, now you can see two cubes. Yes.
Yeah, correct.
Okay, so first you should know to align the object. Aligning the object, okay, what are all the tools are important? These tools. Inside the scene window, okay, you can find view tool, move tool, rotate tool, scale tool. So first you should be very comfortable with these tools. Then only, okay, you can design an environment fast. Now you got the logic, I guess. First you have to make your camera to be placed in 0, 1, minus 10th position. After that, whichever the object, okay, you are adding, you have to reset it. Then you can immediately cross verify by looking the game window. If the object is looking properly or displaying properly, means okay, you have kept correct. Else you select the value of the cube, take the values here, select the main camera, select the values. By changing this, you can align. Now every time I have to switch from scene window to game window to scene window to confirm. Sir, whether can we customize this view or not, like that you can ask. Yes, we can customize. We can customize. Like how to customize? Guys, see in the right top, can you see the default option? The right top, can you see the default option? Select the default. Here you can find the option called 2 by 3. Select the default, click the option 2 by 3. Yes, click this 2 by 3. Immediately two windows will draw horizontally, three windows will draw vertically. Can you see? Two windows are displaying horizontally, three windows are displaying vertically. That is what the option of 2 by 3. Now whatever the changes, okay, you are going to make inside the scene window, then and there, okay, you can verify the output in the game window. See now guys, listen. I select the cube. I'm just pulling the green arrow. Can you see the changes are occurring here? So like that, you change this here. Two windows are displaying horizontally. Three windows are displaying vertically. Still also we can customize. Still further we can customize, like see, I'm dragging this project window and I have dropped under the hierarchy window like this. Done. And here, okay, the project window is divided into two divisions. See here, the project window is divided into two different divisions that I'm changing into one column layout. Project one column layout like this. How many of you have done till this? How many of you have understood till this? Online audience, are you facing any difficulty?
No, no, sir.
No, it's clear.
No, we are able to understand, sir.
Okay. So can we break for lunch or what?
Yes. You can take it before lunch.
Okay, now those who have done till now, you press Control S. You save your project. You save your project. I think we can break for a lunch.
We will resume at 2:30.
Yeah.
I must be tired. So,
Okay, so you guys can go for a lunch and we can join back by 2:30.
link will open.
After that, okay, so we will learn all these tools first. How to learn, I mean, how to use these tools to manipulate the scene. Okay, that we can learn in the second half.
If you are facing any
Okay.
difficulty, any
Yeah.
questions you want, any doubt, please type it. I think there's a question answer option is also there. You can type it. Yeah, we'll try to address it. And let's please be more interactive, so that this will be interesting for everyone. So just go to Gmeet. There will be question answer. Oh yes, ask the question. But click here. No, 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 no. Ask the question is there. No. Here. No, no, no. Okay. How do I? Let me see something. I think we can go for lunch.